I'm on that Asiatic East shit, Hank McCoy flow, so I'm back up on my beat shit. Rap below the ocean to the core on some deep shit. Fourth, fifth dimension, fourth eye, gotta peep this. Third eye's weakened, your pineal's defeated. Send shots to your dome, to your celestials defeated. Hip-hop's getting shitted on, to fans get deleted. You shitting on yourselves, rappers, grown-ass fetuses. Bum-ass rappers, you bum-ass preachers. It's sad y'all following these bum-ass leaders. Catechize lines from your brainwashed speakers. Bang this in your whip and let me brainwash speakers. The Indiana monster, can't you tell from my demeanor? Sweep you rappers off the stage. Code name cleaning, looking down, watching planes a lot higher than the bleachers. Way beyond rap, I'm a worldwide teacher. I ain't worried about the next cat spitting with my blinders. Gary, Indiana, Jack, home of the grinders. Fresh dress, taper fade, razor blade lineup. Gator shoes, brick homes, not as from old timers on the ball court. Handling the rock, couldn't stop it off the ball court. Handling the rock was not an option. This hip hop banging from the hood to the projects. The same shit spit on MP3s up in college, yeah.
This is that realest shit I ever wrote. Yeah. And to the whack niggas spitting, I'm the antidote. This is that realest shit I ever wrote. Yeah. And to you whack niggas spitting, I'm the antidote. This is that realest shit I ever wrote. Yeah. And to you whack niggas spitting, I'm the antidote. This that realest shit I ever wrote.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Once again, it's Mike Carter. You are watching Championship MLM, the Network Marketing Pro Series. This video here, I'm going to talk about word power, the power of your word. In network marketing, home-based businesses, direct sales, or any traditional business, and just life in general, the only power that we have as men and women is keeping our word. So it's very, very necessary and highly important that you speak what you do and you do what you speak. So and in order to display that power, it's just being accountable to what you say. So in the nature of our business, you know, it's all about, you know, scheduling appointments, setting up presentations. And if you are saying to your prospect or your team, if you're saying, look, we're going to meet at this location on this date at that time, then that means that you have to be there on that date at that location at that time. So if we're to meet, let's say we're here in Philly. So if we're to meet downtown Philadelphia at the Marriott on Market Street today at 2 o'clock, well, if I'm meeting you, I'm not only there at 2 o'clock, more than likely I'm there maybe 1:45, because it's very pertinent that you be there not only on time, but you be there beforehand. You know, you want to prepare for, you know, anything with the traffic, or just being in a situation where you got time to just, you know, sit and meditate on, you know, the upcoming appointment or presentation. So there was something that I was taught, you know, years ago when I was a resident assistant at for Temple University's housing department. They taught us that on time was late, and early was on time. And I'll repeat that. On time is late and early is on time. So what they were teaching us was the fact that if we're to be there at, let's say, 8 o'clock in the morning, don't show up 8 o'clock, that's late. Show up before 8 o'clock, show up 7:55, show up 7:50, show up 7:45, show up 7:30. And that when you show that type of promptness, it's very attractive to your prospects and the people that you're doing business with, because you show that you care enough about their time not to waste it being late. And also that you actually, you know, keep your word. You know, if I say that I'm going to do a presentation for you at your home in front of your guests, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be there, rain, sleet, hail, or snow, because I gave you my word. So in this business, you know, you will never have success being a liar. You will never have success, you know, being unaccountable, showing no responsibility. So if you're going to have, let's say, a home presentation, right? You can't say to your upline, I'm going to have my PBR on this day, and then the day of your home meeting, you know, you're not answering your phone, you know, or, you know, you all of a sudden, mysteriously, you know, nobody's around, and you know that's foolishness. You know, you gotta keep your word. And there's so many people out here that just don't keep their word. You know, they lie about everything. You know, they tell you they're gonna do something and they do the exact opposite. You know, and me personally, I could care less about what people say out their mouth. I'm all about your actions. Like, what are you doing? You know, even in the Holy Scriptures, you know, the Bible we talks about, you know, the word, you know, where the Most High, you know, spoke things into existence, you know, from day one even down to day 7 with the day of rest. You know, we have that same power. You know, we created in that image and that likeness. You know, so therefore, you know, if you want something, claim it, and you can claim it by speaking it into existence. You know, some people call that affirmation. You know, and this is just about the power of word. That's why you got to be very careful about what you say, because you just might bring it to pass. And that's even goes for both positive and negative. And negative energy travels, you know, more than 10 times faster than positive energy. So be careful and be cautious of what you say. So if you want good things out of life, speak it. Speak it into existence, and then get to work. You know, and that's the power of your word. You know, as the book says, the word made flesh. All that's talking about is just the manifestation physically of what was already declared in the spiritual or mental form. You know, you can't measure somebody's spirit. You can't measure somebody's thoughts or their emotions. You can't even see it. But if I tell you that I'm going to fire my boss, then when I actually, you know, retire myself from corporate America, then that's the word made flesh. That's the power of my word, because I spoke it before it even happened. And now when you see it, you're just seeing the physical manifestation of what was already professed. So words have power. So you want to keep your word. You know, that's to your wife, to your husband, to your children. You know, I always said to myself that I wasn't going to tell my kids, you can be anything you want to be in this world. But yet, you know, my son or my daughter say, well, Dad, have you become everything that you wanted to be? And I'm like, nah, but, you know, I know you can do it. Nah, you know, I'm going to show it, you know, because I give her my word. You know, I tell my wife, you know, I told her years ago that I would retire her. And I'm going still, that hasn't happened yet. But best believe that promise shall take place, because I put power in that word, because I'm accountable to doing that. You know, and if you don't want to keep your word, I highly suggest that you run from network marketing. You know, most people who look down on network marketing, a lot of times outside of just a lack of information, or a lot of times people that's bullshitters. You know, and I'm keeping it real with you. You know, they have no integrity, because what they say they don't mean, and what they mean, it ain't even no sense even saying it, you know, because they lack credibility. So if you want to have success in any endeavor, keep your word, and that word is the true power that you have. You ain't got to worry about putting no cape on or flying nowhere, doing no miracles. Just keep your word, you know. I'm Mike Carter. You're watching Championship MLM, the Network Marketing Pro Series, and I'm down here in West Philly, you know, West Side representing. You know, that's what it is. You know, North Philly, South Philly, you know, it's all around. EA all day. All right, peace.
I'm on that Asiatic East shit. Hank McCoy flow, so I'm back up on my beat shit. Rap below the ocean to the core on some deep shit. Fourth, fifth dimension, fourth eye, gotta peep this. Third eye's weakened, your pineal's defeated. Send shots to your dome, to your celestials defeated. Hip hop's getting shitted on, till fans get deleted. You shitting on yourselves, rappers, grown ass fetuses. Bum ass rappers, you bum ass preachers. It's sad y'all following these bum ass leaders. Catechize lines from your brainwashed speakers. Bang this in your whip and let me brainwash speakers. The Indiana monster, can't you tell from my demeanor? Sweep you rappers off the stage. Code name cleaner, looking down, watching planes a lot higher than the bleachers. Way beyond rap, I'm a worldwide teacher. I ain't worried about the next cat spitting with my blinders. Gary, Indiana, Jack, home of the grinders. Fresh dress, taper fade, razor blade lineup. Gator shoes, brick homes, not as few old timers on the ball court. Handling the rock, couldn't stop it off the ball court. Handling the rock was not an option. This hip hop banging from the hood to the projects. The same shit spit on MP3s up in college, yeah.
This is that realest shit I ever wrote. Yeah. And to do whack niggas spitting, I'm the antidote.